Hello YouTubers, Rob here. So, brewed a stout yesterday. I don't have a Grainfather. The neighbour's got a Grainfather. I've seen how they work, watched videos, and I've also seen it in action, so I understand how they work. I've kind of built my own crap version out of buckets and all sorts, and it's nowhere as svelte. But general principle is, if you've got a brew in the bag going on, or something brewing a basket or brewing a bucket inside a bag, whatever you want to call that. As long as you've got that going on, I can show you how to make some really effective and efficient high gravity beers. The Grainfather's optimal point is at about 4.5 to 5 ABV, which is not that high. It's great for the majority of beers. When you want a barley wine or a double bock or anything super strong, or an imperial stout, you're really going to struggle. And I struggle the same. I've got a 40 litre. 40 litres bigger than the Grainfather's capacity, and I struggle to get lots and lots of grain in there and lots of water. So the methods normally you would do is just do single full volume, because you can't really afford the sparge water. It just gives you too much water, and also you just physically cannot all fit it in, and if you can fit it in, it's just very hard to get it to actually mash in. So how do you get nice efficiency? Yeah, because the more ABV you aim for, the more your efficiency really does fall through the roof. You can obviously add dried malt extract, you can crush finer, you can boil for 2 hours or even longer, trying to concentrate it down somewhat. All this is pretty difficult in all fairness. Well, the DME's not each whacking in, but it's expensive, right? So, I'll show you for about 50 quid. This isn't a free method, right? You're going to have to go and buy some more equipment, okay? You might already have this though, yeah? Because if you've already got the sparger for the Grainfather, the sparge boiler, I'm guessing you could probably use that and adapt it somehow. If you've got a stock pot, whatever it is, well, you just need to repeat what you already got, I guess. And I'll show you what you need. So, this is a bog standard tea urn, no adaptions, okay? It's literally just a tea urn. I've got it brand new, second hand. It was bought, never used from a nursing home. 50 quid, all right? It's 30 litre. 30 litre. My main buffalo boiler is a 40 litre. You need something to keep the bucket off the bottom. So that is, I don't know what that is. I found it in one of the cupboards. It was the wife's fryer or something. So anyway, that keeps the bucket off the bottom. You then need a plastic bucket that's kind of tall and thin, as opposed to, if you just get a standard fermenting bucket, you'll see it doesn't really fit. Yeah, too tight. So do a little bit of research, maybe go and find a bucket shop and put a load of bucket dimensions. This is the bucket I chose. It's a bottling bucket, okay? That one, if anyone cares. Drill some holes in it, okay? I've got videos on how to drill holes in buckets if you're interested. There's your bag, okay? This isn't actually my bag. I'm just doing it for show. This is a hot bag, but you get the point. And then you use the bucket lid to make a little sparge plate. That's the Grainfather kind of plate that you put over the top, yeah? You might be familiar with the concept. So you basically put in your tube of your recirculation tube into that, and then it spreads it out across the grain bed, nice and evenly. Same principle applies. This all works. This is how I do it actually for my main method. So you pop the bucket in there, you put that on top, and then you use one of these little bad boys. Anyone who subscribes to my videos, I apologise. I'm going to talk to you about this. The fish pump, the £7 cheap fish pump. Yes, it's back for yet another use, okay? So this is not a special fish pump. This is the crappiest, cheapest fish pump you can buy. It's 150 litre flow rate. It's by Gebao, G-E-B-A-O, AP300. Maybe go for a faster flow rate one, maybe get 200 litre. If I had the chance again, I'd probably buy a slightly more powerful one, but it mostly does the job, all right? And what we do is we simply stick that down the side, all right? And that's going to pump all of the wort that's been filtered through this bucket, filtered through the grain, coming out of the bottom, yeah? And then we're going to take this tube and we're going to stick it into our Grainfather. Yeah, we're going to take the Grainfather's tube, and instead of putting it through the little hole in the lid into your own grain that's in the Grainfather, you twist it round and you send that outlet pipe, or inlet pipe, sorry. No, recirculating outlet pipe into the top of this. 5.5 kilograms, 5 kilograms, 4.5 kilograms. You put 4.5 kilograms, right, in both the Grainfather and in this 30-litre boiler. That's not going to struggle with efficiency. Yeah? You're going to be up there in the higher levels. You're basically just dividing the massive grain bill by 2. And they can cope with that easy any day long, right? So you can even go up to maybe 12 kilograms of grain if you wanted something. I don't know, maybe it's 12 kilograms of grain. Maybe you can. So yeah, like super efficient. Your first runnings are going to be super efficient anyway. You're thinking, I don't know, did you say you went for a 9-litre grain bill? Grain absorption, boil off, all that kind of stuff. You're probably talking, I don't know, 38, 40 litres divided by 2, 18, 19, 20 litres of water per device. Just letting it recirculate round. It's not hard work for either device to do that. This obviously hasn't got temperature control, but the Grainfather will see to that, because the Grainfather is going to be monitoring the temperature and spitting out at the top of it into yours. It's going to filter through yours to the bottom, come out your bottom of your bucket, go up through the fish pump and back into the top of the Grainfather, where it goes through that grain bed, and the whole thing is just, you know, cross-pollinating, having a great time, and you're getting killer efficiency from it, all for essentially 77 odd quid. It's not a big price to pay for years of service. It's stainless steel. The fish pump might give up mine, and the bucket might melt in time. But no, there's good heat rating on those buckets if you keep them off, obviously, the bottom. So yeah, there we are. Maybe I'm mad. Maybe I'm not mad. Maybe I'm a genius. Who knows? Just comment. You know, if you think that's a good idea, say, Rob, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll give that one a go. Or, you know, you're mad, Rob. That's not going to work because of reasons that you've not foreseen, you fool. As long as you don't say I'm ugly, then I don't mind what you say really in the comments, and I won't redact anything. So take care, everyone, and yeah, happy brewing, super strong beers, macho manly. Take care.